Welcome guys to another video. I appreciate you guys investing your time to hear what I have to say. And let me start you off with this. How many of you have probably spent more than $500 on your phone? I'm pretty sure a lot of you, and if you are the few frugal people that have not gotten there, big respect to you. And I definitely have to say that it is definitely hard in a time when all phones out there are usually worth more than either 500 or even 1,000. But here's my story, and this is why I'm going to tell you why you should not buy any iPhone that has Face ID. I want to talk about investing, but I feel like something that is super important and actually just happened recently to me, and I want to start off with telling you a story. What if you were to buy a brand new car off the lot, which is supposed to be the premium, the best of the best, the one you know is going to be above all superior, and if not even has been rated the best car on the market, but it has a 1-year warranty, and a couple days later you're driving it down the road happy as can be, going full speed, doing everything perfectly fine, and then the steering wheel just stops working. And I know, crazy comparison to something which is what I'm talking about is a phone, but that's how I felt. That's exactly how it happened in my eyes. I was literally just on my phone, going on with my day, when all of a sudden it just stopped working, and which is me in this case. And the comparison I'm making to this is a car to a phone. I know it's super different. A car has more parts, and it's, you know, more technical, and it has a lot of things that could go wrong. But honestly, if you think about it, so is a phone. A phone has just as many things. Just like a car has a battery, just like a car has a computer, and just like a car, you depend on it and you use it every day. You know, it depends on how much you drive and how much you commute. But again, why am I telling you not to get an iPhone? Well, the thing is, certain iPhones specifically I'm referring to the ones that have, yes, Face ID only. Until Apple makes an iPhone with either another option like Face ID and Touch ID together, I think you should 100% stay away from any iPhones with Face ID only. And yes, I am being a little bit hypocritical here because I do have an iPhone and it does have Face ID, but guess what? I'm telling you this because my Face ID no longer works. So my problem with the Face ID is that it's the only option that you have in using any and all integrated password things that have to do with the phone. And like I said, I've had previous great experiences with iPhones, the iPhone 6, the iPhone 7, held on, held off, didn't think on honestly upgrading, I didn't think I needed it, but you know, the wife gave me a gift and it's not like I could return it. So that's where we come to the story with, I had this phone, and for the longest time, I never had an issue with it. It was great, it did the job, you know, made calls, did texts, had good battery life, no problems at all. And honestly, this was the phone that set the standard for me for every other phone out there, including every other phone that came out by Apple, because I just thought this was such a great product that, you know, if I was to get another iPhone in the future, it was just going to be just as great, no problems, no nothing. The only issue I've ever had was having to change the battery, which honestly, you know, it's like anything else, you have to do maintenance. So totally understandable. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not like everyone has all the money to just throw it away onto a phone, because, you know, like I said, these guys right here are definitely not cheap. Are they amazing? Are they great phones? Yes. Great camera, great screen, great battery life, great functionality, and great user-friendly, you know, software, which is why honestly I got hooked on iPhones, especially after just, you know, riding along with iPhone 6, just being so used to like all the great Apple features and the ecosystem, which is why I feel like a lot of people have a hard time moving on or moving out, which honestly, that's not my issue. I just love the iPhone, you know, because there's such great products. Like if I was to put $1,000 right now into a phone from Apple and try to sell it later on the used market, I'll get at least 70% of what I put, You know, I could, you know, $1,000 phone I could sell for 700, but a Samsung, you could buy the newest Samsung a couple months down the road for like half the price, or even like 1/3 of its price, which is why I feel like Apple is a good investment, but at the same time, it's just, I don't believe any iPhone with only Face ID is the best option for you right now, and I think you should hold off, hold your hard-earned money, and invest it on a phone that Apple makes that not only gives you Face ID, but also Touch ID, or another option in case your main user like friendly, you know, access all feature just goes, you know, rogue and stops working on you. I think definitely, you know, I would hold off from any iPhone that just doesn't offer more versatility and doesn't offer any more, you know, options in case, you know, that is the circumstance that you find yourself like me. You know, I'm going back to the old days where Touch ID didn't exist and, you know, Face ID didn't exist. Basically, I'm using the passcode just to do everything, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, it's like I was so used to it. And the biggest issue with me is that I called Apple and they told me it would cost me $500 to fix. $500. At that point, I might as well buy a brand new phone. So again, I just feel like if they were to give me more options, I wouldn't be so upset and I wouldn't be, you know, ranting about it right now. But for them to tell me that to fix a small little camera issue for the Face ID is going to cost me half the phone's value, it just doesn't make sense. So until Apple fixes that, or they can at least offer a cheaper fixing rate for, you know, the phone, it just doesn't make sense to me. And then you might say, well, why didn't you have Apple Care? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't want to drop an extra $200 on top of the price tag of the, you know, the phone. Yes, you know, it's an insurance policy like everything else. You have renter's insurance, car insurance, life insurance, but you know, honestly, you don't think, especially when you have such a great experience with the previous phone, that that could happen to you. I never thought, you know, and the crazy thing is this is the third time Face ID gives out on me. So that's why I'm making this video, because this is the third time, and I'm pretty sure from all the articles I read online, other people have the same issue. And when Apple puts it on their webpage saying, hey, is this one of your issues? Face ID not working, that just means, hey, there's too many people dealing with this. And I just feel like if you have an older phone and you're holding out, by all means, keep doing that. Keep saving your money. Keep putting your money elsewhere. And I know this is an investing channel, but I'm bringing this subject up because it just doesn't seem fair to me. And honestly, it's just wild that something I could have put, the same amount of money I could have put in from this phone into the market in 2015 would have doubled, or actually, yeah, it would have doubled. So if I would have put $1,000 into Apple in 2015, today that would have been $3,000. So it just goes to show that, you know, $1,000 is a lot of money, and it's definitely something that, you know, is not just, you know, whatever. It's not $300, $400, you know, your typical, you know, average phone price, basic phone price. It's something premium, and if you're gonna be paying a premium price tag, you better get a premium, you know, phone. But hey, thank you guys for stopping by. I apologize for the ranting. I hope you guys, you know, like the video. If you guys want to share your experiences with Apple, if you have any issues, leave a comment down in the description. I'll definitely be reading them. And I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys like the video. Sorry I've been gone for so long, but I'll definitely get back onto it. And you guys take care. Peace.